Hello, today I'm going to talk about analyzing CloudWatch logs with the Amazon OpenSearch service. We have a new query language support using OpenSearch PPL or OpenSearch SQL. The two new query languages are SQL, which is an industry standard familiar syntax language, and PPL or piped processing language, which is a pipeline-based analysis tool. These both complement the existing CloudWatch logs insights query syntax. You can use these independently for different use cases. For example, you can use the familiar syntax for SQL users, or you can do powerful data transformation using PPL. When it comes to SQL, we can walk through a handful of example queries. You've got your basic selection. Select something from somewhere where some criteria is matched. You can also get to aggregation, which is selecting a count as something from somewhere and group it by some parameter. And then you've got pattern matching. Select everything from somewhere where there are messages that match some characteristic. OpenSearch PPL, or the pipe processing language, is a query language that processes data through a series of commands connected by pipes. This is similar to Unix or Linux pipelines, making it very intuitive for DevOps and system administrators. Some examples of PPL queries. Let's do some error analysis. We're going to take our logs. We're going to pipe that and look for level is error. And then we're going to take that output and we're going to count it by timestamp for every 5 minutes. In this next one, we're going to look at response time analysis. We're going to take our logs. We're going to parse our message to look for milliseconds. And then we're going to average those milliseconds by the service name. In this next and final example, we're going to look for our top issues. We're going to take our logs, we're going to pipe that and look for errors. We're going to count by error code. We're going to sort the count descending, and we're going to get the top 5. Now I'm going to walk you through how to navigate the new query interface in the console. So I'm going to go to CloudWatch. Next, I'm going to go to Logs and then Log Insights. Now, once in Log Insights, we have the CloudWatch Logs query language. We now have new query languages for OpenSearch PPL and OpenSearch SQL. You can click on either of these, and you have your standard set of options. You can look at things like sample queries. We can take a look at the common queries. For example, there's this 25 most recently added log events. You can apply that. You pick your log group. And run your query. Once your query is returned, you will see the most recent additions. You can also save your queries just like you can with the CloudWatch Logs query language. You can also discover fields. You can go and doing the same thing with the OpenSearch SQL. We can look at saved and sample queries. And in this case, you're going to see some more interesting ones that explore the power of the SQL. For example, find the intersection of elements for 2 columns based on an event name. Now, this requires you to have logs that allow you to find that, but there are examples in here that you can see that allow you to get started. If at any point you are interested in understanding what are all the different commands, there is this also query commands. This will give you the full suite of things that are available for each of the query languages.